It doesn't end until we get a check.
Good morning.
Oh, yes. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Where are we?
Good. We're going to add that.
Yeah. Start Kara's email.
Good morning. It is 9:30 a.m. Wednesday, July 5th, 2023. I'm Mayor Chris Martin calling to order the regular session of the Logansport Board of Public Works and Safety. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Adrian Grant.
Here.
Chris Martin.
Here.
Jacob Holmesel.
Here.
All right. We'll start with the approval of minutes for the June 28th, 2023 meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Call for question.
Chris Martin.
Abstain.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Jacob Holmesel.
Yes.
Next up is the approval of claims for $1,270,202.42. This includes claims for $69,412.36. Ordinance 23-16 revolving fund $205,000. Ordinance 23-17 community crossings number 2 $675,000. Resolution 23-21 Fast Act 2 $74,460. Payroll claims for May, $237,385. TIF combined claims, $8,745. TIF industrial park claim for $200. I'll make a motion to approve the claims as presented.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Holmesel.
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right. Any public comments? Anyone in the audience who would like to make a comment, please come to the microphone, state your name and address for us. All right. Seeing none, no old business, on to new business, contracts and agreements, service sanitation. This is the agreement for $7,980. This is for the portable restroom facilities that will be going down on Melbourne. This will go on the little road on the left-hand side of the building for the Taste of Cass County. This is something that the City of Logansport did last year out of the contractual services for Public Works. We tore down the, what was it, the, oh gosh, the former, yeah. The building 2 years ago. There you go.
Yes.
The former Salvation Army 2 years ago. And so we felt like this was something that we could contribute in its place. This should be the last year. We've got a $1 million grant from the Ready that will allow us to put permanent restrooms down there, hopefully within the next year before the next Taste of Cass County. So I will make a motion to approve the service sanitation contract.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Holmesel.
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes. All right. I'd like. Oh, hold on a minute, Tony. I'd like to make a motion to add the Logansport Parks and Recreation Department independent contractor agreement to the agenda. Second. All right. Call for question.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes.
Jacob Holmesel.
Yes.
All right. And this is for the musical performance that was performed yesterday by Scarecrow. This is signed and dated. Everything here was as it should have been completed. And the band will receive $600. This is just for compensation. They did a really good job, too.
They did,
Very,
yeah.
very good job performing. Everyone really did last night. So I'll make a motion to approve the Logansport Parks and Recreations Department's independent contractor agreement for Scarecrow.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Holmesall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes. All right. Now, street department. Application for curb street cut. A lot of NIPSCO. Are these all the same?
Yeah, they're all in the right of way and they're all for minor gas leaks, so, yeah, they're all the same.
Okay. So we've got NIPSCO's 1914 Creek Street, leak at Service T, 703 Race Street, 14 feet from southwest corner, then east to west from southwest from the location, 311 12th Street, 1525 Erie Avenue, 420 Elm Street, and 1031 North 3rd Street. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Holmesall,
Yes.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
All right, rental property inspector's monthly report for June 2023. Christian's not here. All right. So his monthly report, he had 34 parcels, 77 units, 13 new inspections, 64 re-inspections, 15 certificates, 3 no-shows or reschedules, 18 new registrations, 3 were removed from registration, 1 abandoned or vacant registrations, and 86 letters sent. I'll make a motion to approve the rental property inspector's monthly report for June 2023.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Jacob Holmesall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
All right. Building commissioner, emergency condemnation for 1800 Spear Street.
So yeah, 1800 Spear Street, 1801 Spear Street.
Is there anyone here to represent?
No, he's not here.
Go ahead.
This was an actual garage fire. The house, I wasn't in the house. They said that there's no service as far as gas, electric, and water to the house. The guy's supposedly not living in the house. But there was a garage fire that has totally destroyed the rafters in the garage. I instructed him that he needed to board it up. There's a hole in the wall. Yeah, most of the structure's pretty safe other than the rafters. They got charred pretty good. And then the electrical in it. It had a separate, I believe it had a separate service to the garage. I know it had a separate electrical panel, but all the electric in that garage is total loss, and the rafters are a total loss. So, condemning it, I may end up having to go and board this one up if the guy doesn't get to it.
Make a motion to approve the emergency condemnation for 1801 Spear Street. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
1801 Spear Street.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Jacob Holmesall,
Yes.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Code enforcement weekly report. Randy?
Morning, Randy.
Last week we sent out 11 new letters for trash. We had 27 that were cleared from the weeks before. Sent out 4 citations. We had 35 trash container warnings sent. We had 2 citations on that. I tagged 2 more cars last week. Had 6 that were removed or cleared by the owner. 4 new first notices on grass. We had 3 that we sent to the street department. 5 second notices that were sent out. We have 1 that got sent to the street department. 4 new notices to appear, and no more properties brought in or cleanups ordered.
All right. Make a motion to approve the code enforcement's weekly report.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right, and 6-month report and total report?
We had a discussion about this, wanting to see the differences between now and years past and stuff, because there's been a lot of Facebook negativity and stuff about saying that we're really on these properties, tagging and fining and all this. We're actually having less cleanups and less fines than we've had in years past, as of right now. We're getting more properties that we're getting tagged, that we're getting cleaned up, but we're having less that the street department or the city actually is having to do. So we just kind of wanted to get that out there so everybody could see it, so maybe they'd understand that we're not just out trying to make money off of this or tagging people for money. We're actually out there getting the properties cleaned up, and we're not paying it for, the city's not paying for it.
I like this.
It's working, yeah.
Great. Very good. Nicely done, Randy. I like that. All right. Request for property cleanup, multiple violation properties. 907 North Street. Is there anyone here to represent 907 North Street? All right, seeing none, go ahead, Randy.
This one started on 6/8. This was one mattress just sitting out on the street that wasn't wrapped or anything. On the follow-up, there's now 2 out there that are sitting. I've had no response from the owners of the property or the property manager on this one. As of this morning, it's still sitting there.
Property owner is from Houston, Texas. Makes sense. Make a motion to approve the property cleanup for 907 North Street.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Who seconded that, Chris?
Adrian.
Okay, I didn't hear you, sorry.
You're welcome.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes. All right. Request for property cleanup, multiple violations for 926 North Street. Anyone here to represent 926 North Street? All right, go ahead, Randy.
This one as well started on 6/8. This is a bunch of building material that's behind the property and stuff. All letters that we have sent, certified and otherwise, have been returned. We've had no contact from this person. And this is a rental as well, but we haven't gotten no response. Everything we've got has been returned to us.
Well, they're obviously doing something to the property if they've got
Yeah.
cleaning material, building materials on. All right, I'll make a motion to approve the property cleanup for 926 North Street.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right, property cleanup for 637 12th Street. Anyone here to represent 637 12th Street? All right, seeing none, go ahead, Randy.
This one actually started on May 22nd. Neighbors had complained about some stuff in the backyard. This property is vacant. It's one of them that we mow multiple times every year. It's become overgrown and stuff again. There's a old recliner setting back there, stuff like that. But the biggest concern is we're wanting to see if we could get the brush cleaned up as well that's overgrowing the fences and stuff like that. The neighbors could. I had made them aware they can clean up anything that's on their property line or hanging over their fence. But when it comes to the inside, we're a little limited on how we can control and what we can do.
Right.
We've already done one mowing on this, and we've got a second one in the works right now. But the backside of this property is just as overgrown as all of that. You can't walk through any of it. I mean, we can get the trash and stuff out of there, that's one thing, but this property's been vacant for quite a while, and we've had no response.
Make a motion to approve the property cleanup for 637 12th Street.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Chris Martin.
Yes. All right. Request for property cleanup multiple violation for 111 West Linden Avenue. Anyone here to represent 111 West Linden Avenue? Please come to the microphone for us. State your name.
Rachel Domingo Mendoza.
Randy, go ahead.
This one started on 6/16. This is a multiple violation property. We've had issues with this one. They continue to leave the mattresses out. It's had one in January, we've had one in May, and now we have another one again. The one in May was a multiple as well and got a $500 fine for it. And now we're back again with this. I mean, I've explained through emails and stuff that we just cannot leave this stuff set out. So at this point, I mean, it is cleared up right now, this last one, but it's been a different mattress each time.
Rachel, do you live at the property or you property?
No, I property manage, and we believe that maybe it's the neighbor dropping mattresses because he has multiple mattresses on his property, and we've been in and
His
out of our
mattresses are
tenants.
still there. I'm dealing with that property. This, over a 6-month period, 3 times is an issue. I can't play babysitter.
What is the issue with this one specifically? Is it not wrapped? Is it just the
It's-
wrong day?
It's wrapped, it's just out like 3 weeks before its actual pickup.
Okay.
So
Are
I
you-
mean, it could be picked up, moved back somewhere, put off to the side, but we can't
Yeah.
let them just sit on the alley for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to nail down because I couldn't tell from this picture. It looked like it was wrapped.
Yeah, that was the issue.
So Greenbush has quite a few properties. This is one of the newer ones that's bought in recently, right? Do you have other people property managing or do you deal with most of them?
There's other people property managing,
Okay.
and we've started to drive our properties at least once or twice a week to try to stop this from happening.
Yeah, I would urge you to do it like after picked up the morning after, or even that evening after the trash truck is supposed to be there, just so that you can see issues like this, because he's going to be there the next day, most likely, and then you're going to get a notice, and then you're going to be multiple violations again and again, just because
Right.
of
Now, see,
these
this
issues.
would have been the right week, there wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about weeks sitting out, we can't.
Yeah.
And is there a thing online that tells you when?
I sent all
The-
that stuff to Michelle. She was
Okay.
supposed to get that to you. I
Okay.
sent it back to her in January and again in May.
If you don't have it and you can't find it, you can stop over at the office
The
before you
office,
leave, and we'll
get you a
get you
copy.
the schedule, and you'll have the.
Yeah, because I just started in March, so.
That'll make it easier for you, so you know when your bulk pickup is at all of these addresses that you deal with, and so that we don't have to deal with something like this, because it's done really well. It's done better than a lot of people have done it in the past. They just put it out 3
I mean,
weeks
there was
early.
an attempt made. Another issue is with this, I mean, I'm not saying it's against you, Rachel, but Michelle needs to have better contact with us. Because when we're sending the letters out and stuff to them, we're not getting any responses that they're receiving stuff. We're not getting any, I mean, she's got my email, she's got my phone number, she's got my cell phone. It's, you know, I've got the phones on there all the time, and I've got the email all the time, so it's very easy to contact me. This would have been a quick one if she could have contacted me right after it happened. We wouldn't have gotten to this point.
Yeah.
We could have got this fixed and situated. We could have got the last 2 fixed and situated. But the problem is that there's
Yeah.
no communication from their part to ours.
Yeah, because really, there's such minor things, but he's got to spend
Especially-
so much of his time on it, and then
Right.
the ladies in the office have to spend their time on, his stuff, and it just can't keep happening. So 3 times in the last 7 months, quite a lot. So
I mean,
you have not, to this point, been running kind of your route to check on your properties.
Right.
You're going to, so that's,
Well, we started like 2 weeks ago, driving the properties like almost 2 or 3 times a week. Because it's me and the maintenance guys that'll drive the properties.
well, I think this might be a situation where some education will
Yeah.
play a factor. and getting you the correct information. Somebody in your organization probably has it, and, you know, that's their responsibility, so I think you should go back to your people and make sure that the right tools to work
We'll
with
make
to do
sure
your
you
job
have
well.
my card, my email, and all that before you leave as well, so that
Okay.
way you've got it. But the issue is too, is like on the $500 fine on the last one, we had the opportunity to appeal. And I made Michelle aware of it, and there was nothing, so that fine got placed. Because we 30-day chance to appeal this stuff.
And I was expecting to hear something on that, so I was a little surprised.
Yeah, we didn't, so the fine did get placed. The time lapsed and, you know, we give everybody the opportunity to appeal and come in and discuss that. That's what we want.
Yeah, we don't want the money. I mean, we just want this problem to be solved by you guys before he has to get involved in it, 3 times in 7 months. Because he's got bigger, you see some of the things he has to deal with. He's got bigger things to deal with than mattresses that sit out for a couple weeks on the wrong time. So, I'm good. If there's a 500 one that got placed, I would have spoken for an appeal on that one, but I got placed. I don't necessarily want to double up on him here, but there's only so much leniency that, one organization gets coming here a couple different times. So, since it's cleaned up now, I mean, I'm only one vote, but I think make sure to stop in their office afterwards and get all the information that you need, and it'll make things a lot easier going forward. You'll never have to deal with Randy again. Wouldn't that be nice?
Everybody's like that.
It's good motivation to get their stuff done.
Right.
I mean, I would say as long as you don't come in front of the Board of Works within the next year, like within this period of time, because you're facing Tier 3 at this point, which is $1,000 to $1,500 fine now. You know what I mean? So if you come in front of Board of Works again, that's
We'll just be able to hammer it that
yeah,
way.
at that point, it's going to be higher. You know what I mean? So I would say as long as you don't do that, you'll be fine.
Yeah, and we've actually told our maintenance guys if they see something, just pick it up and we'll dispose of it in our own dumpsters.
Very good.
Good
And
idea.
you have about
Yeah.
10 months to get through without being another multiple violation from the
Right.
May incident.
Yeah.
Or, I guess,
From whenever it was,
yeah, give or take 10 months. So, I guess we got to vote on the property cleanup.
Or the multiple violation.
We'll probably both.
Yep. Make a motion to vote on the property cleanup multiple violation request.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Adrian Grant,
No.
Chris Martin,
No.
Jacob Palmsall.
No. Thank you for coming. And,
Thank
yeah,
you,
please
yes.
stop in the office right around the corner afterwards.
Thank you, Randy.
Thanks, Randy.
All right, board member comments? Adrian?
Just want to thank Jan and the Parks Department for a wonderful event yesterday. That was really well put together.
Yes. It was awesome.
No, thanks that everybody had a safe and happy 4th, it seems. So that's always good for another year.
Absolutely. Our thoughts and prayers go to the family of Sergeant Heather Glenn for her passing there in Tell City. She was shot and killed in Tell City. So our thoughts and prayers are with her family. Miscellaneous business and any matters never reconsidered, including ADA Section 504 compliance or concerns. All right. Seeing none, I'll make a motion to adjourn at 9:54 a.m.
Second.
Call for question?
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall.
Yes.
We are adjourned. Have a great day. Department head, stick back.